Baba Vanga said that she could see in her mind's eye. And when she would look at a person, she said that she could see their whole life.
Her predictions were actually very accurate. Beyond this earth plane has nothing to do with our five senses.
First of all, everyone knows Baba Vanga is a mystic. Generally, she is popular for alleged prophetic abilities, and though these are just predictions and possibilities, one must consider that she accurately predicted the huge tsunami in India and other major terrifying events that took place in the United States, only less than 50 days before 2024 ends. Thus, it's the perfect time to make a recap of Baba Vanga's prediction for 2025. Remember, Baba Vanga warned, before you plan to stop and move to the next video, you'd probably want to discover every major prediction of Baba Vanga that has come true. Such strong pieces of evidence why her supporters always say she must not be taken for granted. Soviet Union breakup. Baba Vanga is often thought to have predicted the breakup of the Soviet Union, a major event that changed global politics in the late 20th century. She reportedly said, "The great empire will be torn apart. It will be divided into small parts." Many believe this refers to the Soviet Union, which was one of the largest and most powerful countries at the time. The Soviet Union officially fell apart on December 26, 1991, after facing years of political, economic, and social issues, marking the end of the Cold War and the division of a superpower. This breakup led to the formation of 15 independent countries, including Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, and the Baltic states, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. The reasons behind the Soviet Union's collapse include economic problems, growing nationalist movements, and political changes introduced by Mikhail Gorbachev, like glasnost and perestroika. The fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989 and the end of communist governments in Eastern Europe also weakened Soviet power, leading to a failed coup in 1991 that caused the government to fall apart. Even though there seems to be a strong link between Baba Vanga's prophecy and the Soviet Union's breakup, some people are skeptical. Critics point out that the term Great Empire is vague and could refer to other historical empires, like the Roman or British empires. There are also doubts about whether the prophecy was actually made by Baba Vanga before the Soviet Union fell, which raises questions about its truth. Still, in Eastern Europe and Russia, her supposed ability to foresee such a huge event adds to her reputation as a prophet and is often mentioned as proof of her skill in predicting important global changes. While her prophecy aligns with what happened in 1991, its unclear wording and lack of solid evidence make it open to different interpretations, common flaws in all Vanga predictions. The rise of the ISIS. Baba Vanga reportedly predicted a great Muslim war starting in the early 21st century. The prophecy is paraphrased as, "A great Muslim war will begin in Syria and spread to Europe. It will be a long and difficult battle with great consequences for the world." Supporters of Baba Vanga's prophecies associate this prediction with the rise of ISIS, which gained prominence in Syria and Iraq starting around 2014. The group declared a caliphate and conducted acts of violence that had global repercussions, spread to Europe. ISIS has been linked to terrorist attacks in various European countries, further fueling interpretations of Vanga's prophecy as a foretelling of these events. As with many of Baba Vanga's prophecies, the phrasing is considered broad and open to interpretation. The Muslim war could apply to multiple conflicts in the Middle East, including the Arab Spring uprisings and civil wars in Syria and Yemen. Baba Vanga did not explicitly mention ISIS or its activities. The connection is largely retroactive, made by followers seeking to align her predictions with recent events. Baba Vanga's predictions about global conflict often resonate with ongoing geopolitical tensions, making her alleged prophecies a subject of fascination. However, they lack concrete evidence or documentation that ties them directly to specific events like the rise of ISIS. While Baba Vanga's followers attribute her predictions to the rise of ISIS, the interpretation relies on vague language and hindsight. There is no direct evidence that she specifically predicted the emergence of this organization or its activities. The Chernobyl disaster. Baba is also often associated with predicting the Chernobyl disaster of 1986. While concrete evidence linking her directly to a specific prediction of Chernobyl remains elusive, exploring the connection between her pronouncements and this tragic event offers a glimpse into the enigmatic world of Baba Vanga and the complexities of interpreting prophecies. Baba Vanga's prophecies were often veiled in symbolism and metaphor, making them open to interpretation. She reportedly spoke of a great disaster involving a cloud of death that would blanket a big city. Some followers have retroactively connected these vague pronouncements to the Chernobyl disaster, where a nuclear reactor explosion released radioactive material that spread across parts of Europe. It is important to acknowledge that this interpretation emerged after the event, raising questions about its accuracy. How accurate was her prediction? A central challenge in assessing Baba Vanga's predictions lies in the lack of a definitive, documented record of her pronouncements. Many of the prophecies attributed to her exist through word of mouth or second-hand accounts, making it difficult to separate genuine foresight from later interpretations. This lack of verifiable sources fuels skepticism and makes it challenging to definitively confirm or deny her connection to specific events like Chernobyl. The ambiguity inherent in Baba Vanga's prophecies contributes both to their allure and the controversies surrounding them. Vague pronouncements can be interpreted in various ways, allowing individuals to find connections to real-world events after the fact. This phenomenon, known as retroactive fitting, raises questions about the true nature of prophetic ability. The Chernobyl disaster had a profound impact on global consciousness, shaping anxieties surrounding nuclear technology and environmental catastrophe. It is conceivable that this event, with its far-reaching consequences, lent itself to being linked with existing prophecies and predictions, including those attributed to Baba Vanga. While the claim that Baba Vanga predicted the Chernobyl disaster persists, definitive proof remains elusive due to the lack of clear documentation and the ambiguous nature of her prophecies. Whether she genuinely foresaw this tragedy, or if it was retroactively connected to her pronouncements, the association between Baba Vanga and Chernobyl continues to fuel fascination with her legacy and the enduring mystery surrounding her prophetic abilities. It is crucial to approach such claims with a critical eye, recognizing the challenges of interpreting prophecies and the complexities of verifying their origins. Obama as a president. A lot wished and hoped, prayed hard that one day the United States of America will also be led by a strong black person. Baba allegedly saw this coming. Baba Vanga is often said to have predicted Barack Obama's presidency, though the specifics of this claim remain unverified and subject to interpretation. The alleged prophecy states, "The 44th President of the United States will be an African American. He will be the last president." Accurate prediction of Obama's presidency. Barack Obama, elected in 2008, became the 44th president and the first African American to hold the office, seemingly aligning with the first part of the prophecy, last president. This phrase has been interpreted in various ways. Some suggest it implies a significant political or social shift during or after Obama's tenure. Others argue it may symbolize a decline in US influence or government structure, though no such event occurred. Critics argue the prophecy is vague and could be applied retroactively to Obama's presidency. There is no documented evidence proving that Baba Vanga made this prediction before Obama's election. Most claims surfaced post-2008, raising doubts about their authenticity. Some believe this part of the prophecy was metaphorical, while others dismiss it entirely as inaccurate. The alleged prediction has contributed to Baba Vanga's mystique and reputation as a prophet, especially among her followers in Eastern Europe and beyond. However, the lack of documentation and reliance on interpretation continue to cast doubt on its validity. In conclusion, while the prophecy appears to align with Barack Obama's presidency, its origins and specific claims remain speculative and unverified. Supporters may only wish there were cameras and recorders in her time. Tsunami in India. Another credit for Baba with predicting the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, one of the deadliest natural disasters in recorded history. The alleged prophecy is said to have been made before her death in 1996 and described a catastrophic event involving water. The prophecy is paraphrased as, "A huge wave will cover a big coast, covering people and towns, and everything will disappear beneath the water." Huge waves. This is interpreted as a direct reference to the tsunami waves caused by the 9.1 to 9.3 magnitude undersea earthquake off the coast of Sumatra, Indonesia, on December 26, 2004. Covering people and towns matches the widespread destruction in coastal regions across 14 countries, including Indonesia, Thailand, Sri Lanka, and India. everything will disappear beneath the water. The tsunami caused catastrophic damage, submerging entire villages and claiming over 230,000 lives. The prophecy did not provide specific details, such as the location, time, or cause of the event. This vagueness allows for broad interpretation. The connection between Baba Vanga's prediction and the 2004 tsunami was made after the event, raising questions about whether the prophecy was genuine or attributed post-disaster. There is no concrete evidence that Baba Vanga explicitly predicted this event before her death. The alleged prediction has contributed to Baba Vanga's legacy as a visionary. Believers view the prophecy as evidence of her foresight, while skeptics argue it exemplifies the broad and ambiguous nature of her claims. In conclusion, while some interpret Baba Vanga's words as a prediction of the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, again, the lack of documented evidence and specificity makes the claim speculative and open to interpretation. It's time for us to list down what has to come in 2025 according to Baba. Don't miss this. The Baba warnings in 2025. Some believe that the world is becoming more chaotic and tumultuous now, let alone in the coming years. As humanity ages, so does technology and developmental advances. Baba Vanga had something to say about these matters, even on the possible contact of humans and aliens. Baba Vanga's alleged prediction regarding alien contact in 2025 is one of her most intriguing and speculative claims. According to interpretations of her prophecies, she foresaw that humanity would make significant contact with extraterrestrial life during this year. Alien contact. Baba Vanga reportedly predicted that humans would establish communication with extraterrestrial beings. The contact is said to have profound implications for humanity, potentially altering our understanding of the universe and our place within it. Some interpretations suggest the contact might occur during a major global event, such as an international sporting competition, adding an element of surprise and global attention. This event could lead to groundbreaking discoveries in science and technology. It might challenge existing religious, cultural, and scientific beliefs about life beyond Earth. As with many of Baba Vanga's predictions, this prophecy lacks detailed descriptions or concrete evidence. Same problem with her other seeing. There is no record of her specifying how or where this contact would occur. The concept of alien contact in 2025 remains speculative and largely rooted in popular interpretations, rather than verifiable documentation of Baba Vanga's words. Like most of her predictions, the claim about alien contact in 2025 cannot be directly traced to reliable sources and may have been retroactively attributed to her by followers. The idea of alien contact aligns with widespread interest in UFOs, space exploration, and the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. This prediction continues to spark discussions about the potential for life beyond Earth and humanity's readiness for such an encounter. While the alleged prediction of alien contact in 2025 is fascinating, it remains unverified and speculative. As with many of Baba Vanga's prophecies, the lack of specific details and reliance on posthumous interpretations make it a topic of intrigue rather than factual expectation. Who knows? Maybe it's going to happen or not. How would you react if next year aliens discovered the planet Earth? Still, alien existence is still debatable and will never end unless they finally appear. Conflict in Europe. Actually, it has somehow started if we talk about the things happening between Russia and Ukraine. Baba's believed prediction about a conflict in Europe in 2025 is one of her more ominous and widely discussed forecasts. According to interpretations of her prophecies, she foresaw a major war or conflict breaking out on the European continent, with devastating consequences. Vanga reportedly foresaw a war between two European nations that would escalate into a major crisis. This conflict is said to have wide-reaching consequences, not just for Europe, but for the entire world. She predicted significant devastation, with a large part of Europe's population being affected. Some interpretations suggest mass migrations, economic downturns, and social unrest as potential consequences of this conflict. What could be its global ramifications? The conflict is described as a potential trigger for further geopolitical tensions worldwide, potentially escalating into broader wars or crises. Some interpretations link this to ongoing tensions in Eastern Europe and the aftermath of global political disputes. The prediction is, again, vague, with no specific countries or causes of the conflict mentioned. This ambiguity allows for broad interpretation and application to various geopolitical scenarios. There is no documented evidence proving that Baba Vanga specifically made this prediction before her death in 1996. Many of her alleged prophecies are attributed to her posthumously, raising doubts about their authenticity. Some argue that this prediction reflects ongoing concerns about tensions in regions like Eastern Europe, rather than evidence of prophetic ability. In recent years, tensions in Europe, such as the conflict between Russia and Ukraine, have heightened fears of further escalations. This has led many to associate Vanga's prediction with these current events. The potential for economic crises, social unrest, and international disputes adds a layer of plausibility to the general idea of a European conflict in the near future. While Baba Vanga's followers attribute the prediction of a European conflict in 2025 to her, it remains speculative and unverifiable. Its vague nature and lack of clear evidence make it more a topic of intrigue than a reliable forecast. However, the geopolitical tensions in Europe today make the idea of such a conflict resonate with current fears and concerns. Whoever predicted these, it's a terrifying warning, and everyone hopes it will not turn to reality. On Donald Trump. Among Baba's believed predictions includes those concerning Donald Trump. One notable prophecy suggested that Trump would be afflicted by a mysterious illness, leading to deafness and a brain tumor. While these specific health issues have not been reported, there was an assassination attempt on Trump in July 2024 during a campaign event in Butler, Pennsylvania. A 20-year-old man opened fire, causing Trump to sustain a minor injury to his ear. He was quickly assisted by Secret Service agents and continued his campaign thereafter. Regarding Trump's political trajectory, Baba Vanga is believed to have predicted his return to the US presidency. In the 2024 election, Trump secured a victory and is set to be inaugurated on January 20, 2025. This marks his second term in office, following his initial presidency from 2017 to 2021. Similarly, it's important to note that while some of Baba Vanga's predictions have been interpreted as accurate, many remain subjects of debate and skepticism. The American people for sure would not hope this to happen to their leader. The next Baba prediction is confusingly good news or a warning. Curious? Keep watching. Lab-grown human organs. Baba's prediction on lab-grown human organs would become a significant breakthrough in 2025. This prediction aligns with ongoing advancements in biotechnology and regenerative medicine, making it one of her more plausible forecasts. According to interpretations of her prophecy, 2025 will mark a revolutionary year in medical science when scientists perfect the technology to grow human organs in laboratories. These lab-grown organs will eliminate the need for traditional organ donation and reduce waiting times for transplants. The availability of lab-grown organs is predicted to greatly enhance life expectancy and improve the quality of life for individuals with failing or damaged organs. It could also reduce the black market trade for human organs, as the supply would meet demand more efficiently. What could be the global implications? This medical advancement is expected to reshape healthcare systems worldwide, making transplants more accessible and affordable. The technology could also advance research into complex diseases and genetic conditions. Scientists have already made strides in 3D bioprinting, creating functional tissues and simple organ structures like skin, corneas, and blood vessels. Research into growing kidneys, hearts, and livers in labs is ongoing, though challenges remain in creating fully functional and transplantable organs. While significant progress is expected, achieving widespread clinical use of lab-grown organs by 2025 may still be optimistic. However, breakthroughs in specific areas, such as artificial tissues or simpler organs, are likely. As with many of Baba Vanga's predictions, there is no direct documentation confirming she specifically foresaw lab-grown organs by 2025. The attribution of this prophecy could be a modern interpretation of general futuristic visions attributed to her. While plausible, the prediction reflects an extrapolation of current technological trends rather than a definitive prophecy. Baba Vanga's alleged prediction about lab-grown human organs in 2025 aligns with advancements in biotechnology and regenerative medicine. While the timeline may be ambitious, the prediction captures the excitement and potential of this emerging field. Whether or not she genuinely foresaw this development, the concept remains a symbol of the remarkable possibilities in modern science. Championship. Among her forecasts for 2025, she allegedly predicted that British Formula One driver Lewis Hamilton would secure his 8th World Championship title with Ferrari. This would make Hamilton the most successful driver in F1 history, surpassing Michael Schumacher's record. The specific prediction about Hamilton's 2025 championship is not widely documented in credible sources, and its veracity is uncertain. As of November 2024, Lewis Hamilton has announced a move to Scuderia Ferrari for the 2025 season. Whether he will achieve an 8th championship with Ferrari remains to be seen. Will Baba be hugely credited when he gets the 8th championship? We'll all see. The next prophecy is solid good news, no doubt. Discovery of a new energy source. Vanga is believed to predict the discovery of a new energy source in 2025, which could revolutionize energy production and consumption worldwide. This prophecy has captured the imagination of many, especially as the global push for sustainable and renewable energy solutions intensifies. Baba Vanga is said to have foreseen the emergence of a clean, limitless, and powerful energy source in 2025. This breakthrough would significantly reduce humanity's reliance on fossil fuels and traditional energy systems. The discovery could solve many of the world's energy crises by providing a sustainable, environmentally friendly alternative. It might accelerate the transition to green technologies and reduce global carbon emissions, helping combat climate change. Some speculate this could refer to advancements in nuclear fusion, often considered the holy grail of energy, due to its potential to provide unlimited, clean energy. Others suggest it might involve breakthroughs in solar energy, antimatter, or a previously unknown form of renewable energy. Major progress is being made in nuclear fusion research. Projects like ITER, International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor, aim to develop a fusion reactor that could produce more energy than it consumes, paving the way for commercial fusion energy. Advances in solar panels, wind turbines, and battery storage continue to make renewable energy more efficient and accessible. Research into hydrogen fuel cells and other novel energy sources is also ongoing. Will it happen next year? While breakthroughs are being made, achieving widespread implementation of a new energy source by 2025 remains ambitious. However, significant experimental progress or a theoretical breakthrough is plausible. Similar to many of Baba Vanga's prophecies, the prediction lacks specific details, making it open to interpretation. There is no documented evidence directly linking this prediction to Baba Vanga before her death in 1996. It may be a retroactive interpretation of her broader visions. The prediction aligns with global efforts to address energy challenges and climate change. It resonates with humanity's urgent need for cleaner, more sustainable energy solutions. Whether or not this prophecy comes true, the focus on revolutionary energy technology highlights its critical role in shaping the future. Baba Vanga's alleged prediction of a groundbreaking energy discovery in 2025 reflects both the urgency and hope surrounding energy innovation. While the claim is speculative and unverified, ongoing advancements in nuclear fusion and renewable technologies could make this vision a reality in the near future, if not precisely in 2025. Human telepathy. Vanga's alleged prediction of human telepathy in 2025 suggests that humanity might achieve a remarkable technological breakthrough, enabling direct communication through thoughts. This idea has captivated both followers of her prophecies and those intrigued by advancements in neuroscience and technology. Baba Vanga is said to have predicted that, by 2025, scientists would discover a way to harness brainwaves, enabling humans to communicate directly through thought without the need for verbal or written language. This technological or evolutionary leap is described as a profound step forward in human interaction. If achieved, telepathy could eliminate barriers caused by language differences, revolutionizing personal relationships, education, healthcare, and global communication. It may enhance understanding and empathy among people by enabling the direct sharing of thoughts and emotions. Brain-computer interfaces. Research into BCIs is already underway, with companies like Neuralink exploring ways to connect the human brain to computers. These technologies aim to read and interpret brain signals, potentially enabling thought-based communication or control over devices. Decoding complex thoughts into coherent signals and transmitting them to another person in real time is a monumental challenge. Ethical concerns, privacy issues, and the risk of misuse are significant obstacles to the widespread adoption of such technology. While progress is being made, achieving fully functional human telepathy by 2025 is considered highly ambitious. However, experimental breakthroughs in thought-based communication tools might be plausible within this time frame. As with many of Baba Vanga's prophecies, the claim lacks specific details about how telepathy would be achieved or its precise applications. There is no documented evidence directly linking this prediction to Baba Vanga before her death in 1996. It is likely a modern interpretation of her more general visions about the future. The prediction resonates with ongoing debates about the potential of technology to reshape human interaction. It also reflects humanity's enduring fascination with telepathy as a concept, often explored in science fiction and speculative discussions about the future. Baba Vanga's alleged prediction about human telepathy in 2025 remains speculative and unverified. However, ongoing advancements in neuroscience and brain-computer interface technology suggest that thought-based communication could become a reality in the future, even if not fully realized by 2025. Whether this prophecy is fulfilled or not, it highlights the possibilities of scientific innovation and the transformative impact it could have on humanity. Why is Baba Vanga believed by many? Vanga is often referred to as the Nostradamus of the Balkans. Her life story, marked by tragedy, resilience, and an aura of mystery, has contributed significantly to her enduring legend. Baba Vanga was born as Vangelia Pandeva Dimitrova on January 31, 1911, in Strumica, a village in the Ottoman Empire, modern-day North Macedonia. Her early life was marked by hardship. Her mother died when she was young, and her father was conscripted into the Bulgarian army, leaving her to grow up in poverty. Did you know she is blind? And would you think this has something to do with her visions? They say people who lack senses are more sensitive and full of wisdom, and so is Baba. At the age of 12, Vanga reportedly experienced a tornado that lifted her into the air and threw her to the ground. She was found with her eyes filled with sand and dust, leaving her partially blind. Her family could not afford medical treatment, and her blindness worsened, eventually becoming permanent. How did she become a mystique? As we have mentioned, Baba Vanga claimed that her blindness opened her mind to spiritual and psychic abilities. She stated that she began experiencing visions and hearing voices, which she believed came from supernatural sources. Her followers believed these abilities allowed her to see events in the past, present, and future. Vanga became known as a healer and seer, offering advice and making predictions to those who sought her help. During her life, she reportedly made predictions about global events, natural disasters, and political upheavals. Many of her followers credit her with foreseeing events such as World War II, the Chernobyl disaster, and the Many believe Baba Vanga accurately predicted events such as the breakup of the Soviet Union, the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, and Barack Obama's presidency. The specificity and timing of some claims have added to her mystique. Baba Vanga lived a humble life in a small Bulgarian village, yet world leaders, celebrities, and ordinary people sought her counsel. This contrast between her modest circumstances and her alleged prophetic influence added to her mystique. She claimed that her visions were revealed to her by invisible beings who provided her with information about the fate of individuals and nations. This spiritual element deepened her enigmatic reputation. Baba Vanga's predictions were rarely recorded officially, and much of what is attributed to her comes from anecdotal accounts or interpretations made after events occurred. This ambiguity fuels debate about the authenticity of her prophecies. Baba Vanga's death in 1996 did not diminish her legend. In fact, her fame grew as followers continued to link her alleged predictions to contemporary events. Baba Vanga remains a cultural and spiritual icon in the Balkans and beyond. Her home in Petric, Bulgaria, is now a place of pilgrimage for those who believe in her mystical abilities. Skeptics argue that her predictions are vague and open to interpretation, while her supporters view her as a genuine seer with extraordinary powers. Baba Vanga's legacy continues to thrive in modern times due to the ongoing fascination with her life and predictions. While skepticism persists, her mystique endures, fueled by cultural reverence, media attention, and the human tendency to seek meaning in uncertain times. Whether viewed as a genuine seer or a figure of folklore, Baba Vanga remains a subject of intrigue and debate. Did she have a successor? Baba reportedly named a successor before her death, with Bulgarian psychic Teodora Neshka Stefanova claiming to have been chosen to continue her legacy. Stefanova, who provides predictions on global and personal matters, states that Baba Vanga recognized her gift and offered guidance during her life and posthumously. However, the legitimacy of this claim is debated, as no documented evidence confirms Baba Vanga officially named a successor. Critics argue that such claims may be an attempt to sustain Baba Vanga's mystique, while others see it as a reflection of the public's desire for a modern mystic. Despite this, Baba Vanga's unmatched status and the controversy surrounding her successor contribute to her enduring intrigue and legacy. Baba Vanga's life story, rooted in hardship, resilience, and a profound sense of mystery, has cemented her status as one of the most enigmatic figures of the 20th century. Whether viewed as a prophet or a product of folklore, her influence continues to captivate people worldwide, making her a true mystique of modern times. If each and every prediction she has made for 2025 will come to reality, it will surely add up to her legacy, especially to her believers and followers all over the world. And if these happened, remember Baba Vanga warned. Time to hear from you. Write your thoughts about these warnings in the section below. Subscribe to the channel for more interesting content. Thanks for watching.